Some of the sharp-eyed viewers out there may have an idea whose gun I will be reviewing this week, but this one is rather special. Really rather special. Hello and welcome to AAR on Air, and a very different programme this week. And I'll bet money there is someone out there who has already started typing to accuse me of being paid by BSA. I can't imagine why. Heck, there's one guy out there who has accused me so many times of being in the pocket of so many manufacturers, I've lost count. Well, I'm not with BSA or with anyone else at all, but this week does have an unashamed air of patriotism about it, and why not? Watch on to understand why. Union flags at the ready. I'm sure that gear has frustrated a few people, but for the rest of us, it's just to let you know that BSA have, for the first time and after being bombarded with requests from customers, introduced a line of really quite smart merchandise. It is only going to be available direct from the factory though. But what about this new rifle? Well, I must admit it is beautiful, but it's more than just a really nice rifle. It is a full limited edition commemorative package. At this point, I'm going to ask you to bear with me because this week's history lesson is somewhat different, and the release of this commemorative rifle is very poignant. Firstly, it is the year of BSA's 160th anniversary, so who can blame them for wanting to celebrate such a birthday number? But this month is also the anniversary of another important date, and BSA are also trying to inform people of this and how important it is to them. The time, 9:25 p.m. The date, 19th of November. A German aircraft dropped just 2 bombs on the Birmingham Small Arms, or BSA, factory in Armory Road. 2 bombs may not sound much, but those 2 bombs destroyed the southern part of the then huge factory, causing concrete floors to collapse, trapping workers inside the building, which soon became ablaze. Workers from other parts of the site ignoring their own safety as they tried to rescue their trapped colleagues. No fewer than 60 fire crews attended the site, including the factory's own crew, and they drew so much water from the nearby Birmingham Warwick Canal that they pumped the waterway dry that night. Such was the bravery and devotion shown by individuals that they resulted in the awarding of 2 George medals, 6 British Empire medals, 1 MBE and 5 commendations. Wow, that must be the definition of a hero, surely. 53 BSA workers were killed and 89 were injured. It was Birmingham's worst single building air raid tragedy. There are so many other stories that are still told around the area today from family members who were caught up in this tragedy. BSA, of course, made huge numbers of SMLE rifles during the Great War, about 1.5 million of them, plus 145,000 plus Lewis guns. Their Second World War output was just as staggering. 1.25 million rifles, over 468,000 Browning machine guns, and enough spares to make the equivalent of another 100,000 of them. 42,500 Hispano 20mm cannons that were used on both Spitfires and Hurricanes. Nearly 33,000 Oerlikon 20mm guns. 59,000 plus Besser machine guns, 68,000 anti-tank rifles, 404,000 plus Sten guns, and 750,000 anti-aircraft rockets. BSA actually produced more than half of the guns used during the Second World War. Now that's a significant contribution. So, the next time you may feel the urge to say something derogatory about a product BSA may produce that may not be to your exact liking, Just remember, it's companies like BSA and the people that work there who are responsible in no small part for you to have that freedom of choice. And personally, I am very grateful to them. And if this programme helps them to be recognised and remembered in some small way, a way that was not allowed at the time as reports like these were suppressed by the powers that be, so exact damage reports could not be had by the enemy, then my work has been worthwhile. Thank you. And thank you guys for allowing me the time to remember them. History lesson over. Now let's take a look at the package first, and then a closer look at the rifle itself, which has some really beautiful touches to it. First of all, you're not getting it in all one box, you're getting 2 boxes of goodies, and I can see a lot of people buying these and popping it away safely for a future heirloom, which I fully understand, but it would also be somewhat of a waste, really. One box contains all the extra goodies that make up this package. In the first box is the BSA synthetic hard case, which is lockable. Inside this you'll find the really rather useful and efficient BSA 644 silencer, and yes, I said silencer and none of the other words, because BSA actually refer to it as such. They have also included a BSA Essential 3-9x50 scope, complete with a one-piece mount. Just one thing to be aware of. The stop for springers that is built into the one-piece mount is left-handed thread, and you'll need to remove it before trying to fit your scope. There is also a full tin of their high-quality pellets to get you started, and they have continued with the ethos of safety by including a gun lock as always. If that little lot isn't enough, you will also find in the box a sealed envelope that will contain a certificate of authenticity showing your individual serial number, and this has been signed personally by Simon Moore, the managing director, BSA Guns, the main man himself. Oh, and a really rather nice iron-on commemorative patch. Of course, you'll also find in there the quality and understandable instruction booklet to help you get the best from your new rifle and how to adjust the trigger, care, maintenance and much more. So that's the ancillaries mentioned. What's in box number 2? Oh dear, I'm starting to sound like Huey Green. Damn, I've given me age away again. Box number 2 is itself a rather nice thought out box that has that flash silver sticker on it, safety instructions, cut out targets, and rather interestingly an explanation of the cold hammer forged barrel that makes BSA's and indeed Gammo guns so accurate. Inside the box is the main event, so to speak. And straight away the Manelli laminated stock catches your eye in this beautiful black pepper finish. The sharp-eyed of you will already have realised this commemorative edition gun is based on the new CLX rifle that I reviewed and personally bought earlier this year, which is no surprise when this is the 160th anniversary of BSA. So it's no surprise that they've used the CLX to commemorate the 160th anniversary of BSA. And of course, the CLX not only means 160 in Roman numerals, but it is, as we've said, the latest gun from BSA. So it's just another BSA CLX package, I hear the naysayers. No, it's not. Let's take a closer look, shall we? It is hard to get past that beautiful stock. So before I move off it, let's just look that little bit closer at the Manelli laminated ambidextrous stock. First thing that you notice is the stippling on the grip and forestock. It has a beautiful fish scale design and varies in depth and size of stippling, giving greater grip to the shooter's thumb muscle and wrapped fingers. And whilst I understand and appreciate this, I personally just love the look. It also has the embossed 160 years on the bottom of the grip area. I've said it before just how much I love the natural patterning and individuality of a laminated stock. The overall quality of the finish is exactly what you'd expect from Minelli. Let's get back up to the front of this Ultra rifle, which has a removable muzzle brake, which is 1/2 inch UNF threaded to be able to take that supplied silencer. The barrel is by now the famous cold hammer forged item that I know and love, with its superb accuracy. So in the accuracy test later, we're going to be expecting big things. We then come back to the block, which again has the 160th anniversary emblem on both sides. Then we come to a major difference. This is not a bolt action that is fitted to the CLX. It is really a super smooth side lever, which is easily as good as most any I've tried, with an initial sprung release and a sure click when cocked. Probably time for me to use the E word again. Engineered it surely is. The magazine is the new colour-coded alloy 12-round version, as in the 177 calibre. It is magnetic, so the loading into the block feels strangely assisted. It is a simple turn and drop in your pellets to load, and these have certainly been so reliable while ever I've used them. Moving further back, we come to the safety, which, whilst the same operation as the standard CLX, is colour-coded to match the calibre of the gun, blue for 177 and red for 22. The filler port is nicely finished brass item with a twist dust cover, which also incorporates the oversized pressure gauge, which is also colour-coded to show the ideal fill pressures. Of course, it being BSA, the studs are already fitted to the front and rear. Let's get it over to the chrono, shall we? The pellets supplied in this package are the Black Stars, so let's use those in the test, which in 177 are 10.49 grains. And it saw 707 feet per second, which is 11.65 foot-pounds or 15.8 joules, which is just about as right as you can get for a sub 12 foot-pound UK spec gun. And throughout the whole magazine, straight out the box, saw a spread of only 7 feet per second, which for an unregulated gun is pretty impressive. Right, let's get it out into the field, shall we? And get it over the 40-metre range and test that barrel. Again, I'll use the supplied BSA Black Star pellets. Here goes. What a lovely day to be testing a really nice commemorative edition CLX. Side lever, cocking, not the bolt action on this one. I don't mind either. Silencer, scope package. Normally I'd go for a little bit bigger on the magnification, but nice little scope. Let's put this one down a range now, see what we can get, shall we? I would expect you to get somewhere, realistically, round about 50, maybe 60 shots. BSA states it can go up to 232, as they do on all of them. The ideal for me on a sub 12 foot-pounds is take it up to about 200 bar. That's what I've done with this one. We're going to put a full magazine now, downrange 40 metres at the target that's set up. Let's have a look, shall we? I don't think we'll grumble with that one. What do I think? I think it's beautiful. I love the stock. Absolutely love the stock. I love natural wood. People will look at it and say, oh, there's a mark in there, there's a mark. It's not. It's the grain. It's how laminate stocks are actually produced. It's beautiful. I like the grey stocks, or black pepper as they call it. Yeah, nice gun, really nice gun. And when you look at those results, that's accurate, which is down to the hammer forged barrel. Another nice job, BSA. Can't fault it. Well, I don't think you can question that. Straight out of the box with standard pellets. In app terms, what 3 words? Cold, hammer, forged. That should do it. The trigger on this is absolutely superb. 2-stage item, fully adjustable, and one of my favourite triggers on most guns that I've tried. So, how many of these limited edition guns are there? There are going to be 160 of each calibre, 177 and 22, and that's it, worldwide. Well, maybe 159 in 177. The price? Well, for the whole package, that's 2 boxes full, comes in at £999 UK. An interesting point here is the last time a limited edition BSA came out, Vector Air sold out in 40 minutes, so don't hang about. Do I like it? Daft question, really. I love a laminated stock, and black pepper is oh so nice. The finishing touches are so well done. It's limited, so it's exclusive, and it means a little more knowing the company's history that led to this beautiful compact gun. Shot count is not going to be huge because of the smaller air cylinder, but I doubt anyone is going to be stuck with this running out of air when out on a wet winter's night pest control session. Because this will be back home warm and dried and cared for. This week's programme was put together at quite short notice, and as time-consuming as research was, I really enjoyed making this week's programme. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I want to thank you for indulging me. Please give us the old thumbs up, subscribe, share and click the old alarm bell. Join in the forums and websites. My huge thank you to the guys at Vector Air and BSA for them making this review possible. That's it from me for this week. Stay safe, shoot safe, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye for now.